Yo, it's Idlewild in the building. Have a review of the NFC Master Odell Beckham Jr. He goes for around 850 to a million coins in the auction house or 24 plus grueling hours in solo grinds. He has the low 90s stats, which isn't really a dig against him, I would say, because low 90s is actually top tier right now in Madden, and it really reflects his overall. You can see here I stopped here at run blocking. He has 72 run blocking, which is something surprising for a wide receiver of his build, but we're going to take a deeper look into that right now. Now, as a run blocker, he actually really surprised me as a run blocker. He held on to his blocks when it came to DBs and safeties and corners very well, and even pancaked some of them, and he was able to bully some linebackers if he had proper position. You can see even when after the catch and it comes to downfield blocking, he's getting pancakes and he's holding on to his blocks. And he really didn't let any of his blocks go until after your runner made it past him. I mean, for what I expected out of Odell and what I got out of him, I really have to give him an A plus. You can see here he's pushing the linebacker completely out of the play. I mean, that's not only is it hard to get that from some bigger run blocking possession type receivers, but it's hard to especially get it out of a smaller guy like Odell. And you can see here he's pancaking linebackers, which is not something you should expect all the time, but it's something that definitely can happen, and you can definitely use him. You don't have to take him off the field or sub in a tight end or a bigger wide receiver. Now, the one main disappointment I had with Odell, and there's not many of them, is that he didn't win as many one-on-one catches as I thought he would. You would think that with 91 spec catch, he would win more than 50% of his jump balls against DBs who really don't have that high of catching traffic or spec catch or zone coverage. You think that the separation that he had in those stats would allow him to come down with more one-on-one catches and get those animations, but he normally didn't get it. But if you were able to get the ball into his hands and then he was able to make contact with a DB or a defensive player, he was normally pretty good about holding on to the ball. And that's his catching traffic. I want to make it clear about the separation between those two. One-on-ones, in my opinion, is him winning the animation and coming down with the ball when he initially gets the ball in the air. Catching traffic is when he catches onto the ball. If he gets hit, is he going to hold on to it? They're very close in description, but it's a little discrepancy or difference between those two. And when it comes to him as a ball carrier, he was very solid as well. I mean, he didn't fumble for me when I had him, and you know, I think he has 90 spin and 90 juke, so he has the top tier juke and elusive moves, and he has 92 elusiveness. So he's going to be a very good rack receiver for you, who's going to be able to make a lot of moves after the catch and get upfield. And that combined with his speed and his ability to get open, I mean, it makes him really a deadly receiver. You can see here in this play in man coverage, I didn't do any kind of weird pick play. He just really beat Stephon Gilmore just like that. I mean, Odell had us over 90 route running, and Stephon Gilmore, I think, believe it, just barely scratches 80. And as a pure route runner and wide receiver, I mean, you can honestly forget about it. He is the best receiver in the game, in my opinion, because his combination of speed, agility, route running, and ability to catch the ball and hold on to the ball, I mean, you can't find it anywhere in somebody. Somebody usually has one or the other. They usually have great catching stats below speed, or somebody has great speed or low catch. Did I just say that? I'm losing my train of thought here. But anyway, there isn't anybody in the game one-on-one who can cover Odell. And even sometimes you get him in double coverage, he's going to be able to make the plays. Now, he was very capable in the end zone, meaning he was able to jump up and catch a lot of passes in the end zone and get you some end zone work. But this is an area that I mean, there's a lot of better receivers and tight ends who are able to put in work in the red zone for you. And I wouldn't recommend throwing Odell simply because of his height, but he's able to do it if you need him to do it. But I'd definitely rather throw it to a 6'6", 6'7" tight end. Overall, I do think that Odell Beckham is the best receiver in the game. He's the best wide receiver in MUT, but is he worth a million coins? To me, honestly, he's not, because you can build a very solid team for that price and still be able to compete and play well in weekend league and head-to-head games. That's it for this review. See you around next time.